And here is Simmons. He's been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. Anunoby, good.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
Kicks it out to Beasley. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And no good. The try spell continuing for him. And Simmons slams it in.
And this is why you must get Simmons out of the paint. So fantastic when it comes to finishing above the rim.
Pass to Beasley. Now Nesmith. Back to Beasley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. High post, Jackson. Here's Anunoby. And Anunoby slams it in.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's James. Pass to Nesmith. To the middle. And the dunk by Jackson.
Putting that length and athleticism to use. Jackson rises up.
Simmons can't get it to go. The try by James. Easily outside. And Ben Simmons picks up a foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And the home team has possession. 6-point game.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Pass to Nesmith. 6 on the shot clock. And stolen by Simmons.
Yeah, 3 turnovers so far, and the real issue is the fact that they're unforced, too careless with the basketball. Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
And there's a whistle. It goes on Mikal Bridges. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Now, here's Barrett. Still scoreless. Kicks it out to James. Floats one.
Really having a difficult time getting anything to fall.
Simmons with it. Picked up by Barrett. Down low. Here's Siakam. Outside, Simmons. Driving to the basket. And Simmons slams it in.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it. Come on, you can't be doing that. I know these guys want to put on a show, but you can't pass up scoring opportunities.
Now, here's Strus. To the paint. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
Goodness, Ben Simmons, unreal.
Kicks it out to Beasley. Now Barrett. Drives to the hoop. Here's Nesmith. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Up by 12. We'll get things started.
18.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
Greg, you think about the value of those sage veterans on a team, guys that been around the block, played a lot of years. Why are they so important?
Well, a lot of times they'll echo the message of the head coach. And I tell you what, it's also, as a coach, you love having those veteran players because you can trust what they're going to do on the floor. That consistency is really important, not just for the coaches, but the teammates.
It's Strus on the wing. To the inside.
Whoa! Gracious. And tonight belongs to Simmons. When he's looking for his shot, Big Ben is a problem.
James in the post. Nothing on the board. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. The kick out to Anunoby. Here's Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Here's Porzingis. Siakam pulls it in.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And Aaron Nesmith gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. There's the pick. Pass to Strus. Shot clock at 6. And finished off by Siakam.
A high-level athlete with underrated burst. Siakam continues to impress with his ability to finish.
Back to Porzingis. Porzingis is double. Here's Nesmith. In the corner, it's James. For the 3. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Well, you know what's going to happen when he gets a good look. The defense has got to run him off the line.
And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, guys. Well, LeBron is keeping it going. He said, I appreciate these young guys coming up in the ranks and doing great things. I hope to have inspired them to carry it on when I decide that I'm done and keep this beautiful game going. Not just the league, but the purity of the game. That is what's most important. Kevin, back to you.
He's left an imprint, no doubt. Thanks a lot, Allie. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. And Anthony Simons cut his teeth under Damian Lillard and C.J. McCollum, Stan. Some pretty good men.
You aren't kidding, Kevin. And I think going up against those guys in practice every day, watching them every night, and being another guard who has to score the ball, he couldn't have learned from anybody better. And Anthony Simons now a tough guy to stop.
And that's a foul called on Malik Beasley. That's his first foul. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Outside, Green. Siakam outside. A three-pointer, no good.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Pass to Simons. Henderson, no one around him. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
And a wide open look for Siakam. Another miss by Siakam.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Simons. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Well, defensively, it's tough to chase Simons all over the floor.
And Simons drops them both.
Well, you see why teams try to avoid fouling him. You're basically giving away points.
Now, here's Melton. Hasn't made one yet. Up again. Siakam on the phone.
And watch Siakam just spring up for those offensive boards. Athletic ability gets him to the ball so fast.
Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, and one little pump fake, and he had all the time he needed to go hard to the rack.
It's one of the most reliable moves you can make, GA. So pretty when it works. Siakam outside. A rebound by Simon.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Here's Henderson. Misses the layup. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Siakam inside the three-point line. Another miss by Siakam.
Missed opportunity. He's just got to shake that one off.
Henderson outside. Out to Nance. He takes it in. Here's Jackson. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. They lead by 5. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Here's Simmons. They set the screen. Pass to Strus. Now Simmons. And that's a foul called on Malik Beasley. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Siakam for 3. It's rebounded by Barrett.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Back to Nesmith. Screen by James. Pass to Porzingis. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Barrett. Good D by Anunoby. Simmons on the wing. 14 points for him. And Simmons slams it in.
And get a low back move. We don't get to see plays like that very often.
No, we don't. Sailing in off the baseline for the reverse stuff. Pass to Nesmith. Inside. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Nice play. Porzingis, such a good finisher in the two-man game.
And there's the defensive 3-second call.
The ball goes to the away team.
And so he hits the technical free throw. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. It's good from long range. Strus has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
The time for the ball. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anunoby.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, this is what you love to see. Porzingis attacking the rim.
When LeBron's playing days are over, and GA, who knows when that'll be. What will you remember most about his play?
You know, I don't think there's ever been a player who came into the league with such lofty expectations and not only met those expectations, but fair to say, he's exceeded them.
Beasley with the rebound. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Down low. Here's LeBron. And the layup's good off the glass. James has got his second basket of the night.
And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
Pass to Strus. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons. Strus has got 10 points in the game.
And that pass-first nature of Simmons, outstanding at understanding when his teammates are open.
Here's Barrett. And Barrett slams it in.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Here's Simmons. Banked in off the glass. Simmons got 6 here in this quarter.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Pass to Nesmith. Screen by Porzingis. To the middle. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. This season, new broadcasting deals are kicking in for the NBA. Commissioner Silver said we dramatically increased the number of primetime broadcast exposures to a level almost unthinkable from my early days in the league. In fact, the NBA is now set for basically nightly national broadcasts. Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks for that update. And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Just 4 to shoot. And the dunk by Jackson.
And that's LeBron, one of the best front court playmakers. That is something you just can't teach.
There's 1:40 left in the third. Pass to Siakam. Good on the three-point shot. Siakam's got 7.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Jackson down low. He's got 10. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Well, Jackson Jr. is a versatile scorer, which is what allows him to catch fire like this.
To the paint. Here's Anunoby. A rebound by Simon. Here's LeBron. Crafty move. James jackhammers it down.
Yeah, the vertical's still there. LeBron's athleticism never ceases to amaze.
Middleton outside. Siakam, right side. A 3-ball. It doesn't go for him. 20 seconds left to play in the third. LeBron gathering speed. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Anunoby. This one for 3. Siakam misses. Got it off in time. He can't hit that time. The third quarter comes to a close. Up by 7. And do not...
Visiting team, 42.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Simons with the ball. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, team, I was able to catch the message that J.B. Bickerstaff was giving to his team. He encouraged them to keep on the pressure, saying, you guys are forcing a lot of turnovers, and it's because you're communicating and working together as a unit. Keep it up. Defense is clearly a priority.
Thank you, Allie.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
The try by Simmons.
And look at the momentum Simmons gets on the drive, and he turns it into a huge slam.
Pass to Anunoby. And the call will be against R.J. Barrett. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Simmons looking it over. And Aaron Nesmith gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. And here is Simmons. Ball's knocked loose. Beasley with the steal. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
No hesitation. He just takes off and takes it the distance.
Well, the best way to attack is in transition. He recognizes that.
And Aaron Nesmith gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his third foul so far.
It's still early in the period, and they're only one foul away from being over the limit.
Pass to Strus. 6 to shoot.
Great job by Porzingis, just making himself big and affecting that shot.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul. Team foul.
And that one misses.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
Pass to Nesmith. A three-pointer off the mark.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks. Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
Jackson down low. Out to Barrett. Now Nesmith. Here's LeBron. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Here's Simmons. Siakam outside. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. 9 points for Siakam.
With a harmonious blend of length and strength, Siakam has become a dependable interior scoring option.
Pass to James. And LeBron throws it down.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Here's Anunoby. Bridges double team. Simmons. Siakam. He's off from 3.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
Right side, Barrett. Pocket 6. Now Jackson rips it down with 2 hands.
Get out of his way.
No way the D is going to slow him down. Now Siakam. It's tipped. Stolen by Jackson. Here's the break. Beasley. And get the 3.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Now Beasley. Now here's Neesmith. Just 5 on the clock. James. And they'll turn it over. Did not get off the shot. 24-second violation. There's Siakam. And there's the dunk.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
Shoots the 3. Now Beasley. It's stolen by Strus. Simmons. Outside Bridges. Beasley with the steal. Now Jackson. Big time jam. He was ready to receive and deliver.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
James left side. Shot clock at 6. Screen by James. Here's Beasley. And stolen by Siakam. "19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 6 on the shot clock. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. A solid win on the road.
Not my time, I'm still rich, I still ain't no pressure, I'm still relaxed, still finesse.